Greetings, dear friends. Greetings, dear friends. Greetings, lovers of freedom. Please, the video you are watching here are Eastern Security Network. And in this video, they made some clarifications on some issues that is bothering everyone. For those of you who are still confused, I want you to pay attention to this video, most especially the voice, so that you will understand and start asking questions. And I am passing this message for those who claim to be called autopilot. Now, in the previous videos released by ESN, Simon Ekpa claimed that this very ESN is autopilot, that he is in charge of ESN. And ESN have made this very clarification once more, letting you know that ESN is under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and ESN is under the command and control of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and ESN is not in any way in autopilot. Now, when you listen to this voice, you will see when they make every clarification, anything you need to know. I want every autopilot to start asking Simon Ekpa to release the video of his own ESN that he is raising fund for more than over a year, collecting money from Biafrans, telling them that he is in charge of ESN, or he is feeding ESN, or he is maintaining ESN. I want you people to ask him to release the video of the ESN he is in charge, because when you watch the previous videos of ESN, they have made it clear. This very video now, you will see them here made it clear that they are under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu command and the DOS command. And we don't have two ESN, which he, Simon Ekpa, testified in his last video. I want you as an autopilot to start asking him to give you people the proofs of the money he is collecting, so that you will know where you stand, so that you will know what you are paying. Because when we tell you people that he is scamming you, that he is not in charge of ESN, many of you will say, no, it's a lie. Now, I want you people to pay attention and watch this very video, and you will see every statement. ESN have clarified everything you need to know. Now, if Simon Ekpa cannot show you people his own ESN, and he lay claim on this very ESN formed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the members of DOS, that means all of you have entered one chance. Like we always told you that he is nothing and nothing. Now watch the video line by line.
Mama, come and see you. Guys, so far. Mama, come and see you. Guys, so far. To start the tire. And go say not really. If I say my mama.
God, I say, I get my struggle, no going back.
If I say my papa.
God, I say, I get my struggle, no going back. 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 No going back.
We want to see our leader.
No going back.
And they call we need
No going back.
DOS with the panther.
No going back.
DOS with the pilot.
No going back.
DOS now we know.
No going back.
You hear that? Do you hear it?
No going back.
My papa.
Then I say, I never struggle, no going back. Why yo?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to today's explosive edition of Brokers, titled tell Peter Obi that the time is now. Let us go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening once again, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I greet every one of you wherever you are watching. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abia Monye Primi ihe niile guide and protect every one of you wherever you are. I greet the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Okwu Kanu, whom I call the breeze that you can see. Ikuku ana-afụ anya. And I greet the leadership of IPOB, DOS, led by Mazi Chika Edoziem and every other member of DOS and every IPOB principal officers. I greet every one of you, and I also greet our gallant men, Eastern Security Network, ESN, for their great job they are doing. I also greet our legal teams, led by Erodat Baristefanye Ejiofor and Mike Ezekome, SAN. I greet every one of you, and also I greet every IPOB principal officers. I also greet every IPOB media warriors. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abia Monye Primi ihe niile guide and protect every one of us wherever we are. You say, this evening, I will not take much of your time. I will go straight to the point to deliver my message to our own brother, Mr. Peter Obi. But before I proceed, my name is MAP Ezioku Bundo, 1 in Biafra land. I tell you nothing but the truth. Everything I am going to say here is nothing but the truth. And I want you to pay attention. Anytime I come in this mood, know that every information, everything I am going to tell you is 101% correct. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS dungeon, and his health condition is not something to write home about. He's getting worse on a daily basis. And also, I want to use this opportunity to tell our brother, Mr. Peter Obi, who won the 2023 presidential selection in Nigeria, and he was denied because he is an Igbo man. I want to say this, Mr. Peter Obi. Let us go. The time for us to go is now. The evidence is there. The proofs is there that the contraption called Nigeria don't want us to be with them. The language is clear. The handwritten on the wall is very clear. And everybody will understand it, that the Nigeria does not want any Igbo man nor old Eastern region. And they are using some few selfish idiots in power to make sure that they put us in under the marginalization. And I want to tell him, Mr. Peter Obi, the world have seen that the whole youth voted for you and they give you the maximum support. But because you are an Igbo man, they say, no, you cannot rule Nigeria. I want you to know that in this contraption called Nigeria, no Igbo man deserves to struggle for any president. No Igbo man deserves to be struggling, begging for presidency. Igbo people have been marginalized for many decades. I want to take you back to what happened during the time of Nnamdi Azikiwe, which up to today, because in Igbo land, we lack history. They don't teach history. That is why most of us are still believing in one Nigeria, because we have not learned from the past mistake, because the history is nowhere to be taught. None of us were taught the history for us to know what happened to us and where we are heading to. And I repeat again, and I say, send this message to Peter Obi. Tell him that the time is now, that he should let us go. Let us go and leave this one Nigeria list. Now, in case you forgot, let me remind you back. In the 1960, when Nigeria got her independence, after the Azik, Iwe Benjamin Azik Iwe, which they call the Zik of Africa, but it's nothing in Igbo land today. Zik Iwe was the person who carried the freedom of Nigerian on his head, and he went to prison. He passed through many things for Nigeria to get their independence. But the Fulanis and the Hausas, they fold their hands and watch him. And Ahmad Bello was there playing the game of kangaroo. Ahmad Bello was never in forefront to fight for the freedom of Nigeria. Rather, Ahmad Bello was going underground, planning evil. Immediately, Nnamdi Azikiwe got the Nigerian independence. The Fulanis, the Northern Caliphate, tell Nigerians that they want to go. They can never be part of Nigeria. The first people who called for secession is the Northern Caliphate. The first people who said they want to go, they don't want to be part of this contraption, are the North. And they did it for the purpose. The moment they said that we don't want to be part of this very country, what did Nnamdi Azikiwe do? Nnamdi Azikiwe begged them and so, okay, you can be the head of the state. Remember, during that time, Nigeria was practicing parliamentary system of government where you can have a prime minister, and the prime minister is supersede the president. The president has no value when there is a prime minister. The prime minister takes the position of the president. And anywhere, for example, Israel today, their prime minister, when they call for international president meeting, you cannot see Israel president there. You can only see the Israel prime minister taking the position of the president. You cannot see any Italian president, but you can see Italian prime minister. And that was the position Ahmad Bello took. Sideline Nnamdi Azikiwe, making him the ceremonial president which had no value. Because when the Northern Caliphate said they want to go, we want to go, Nnamdi Azikiwe now started begging them. Oh, let us be one. Oh, we can make Nigeria great. Oh, we can make Nigeria function. Oh, we will take Nigeria forward. We will make Nigeria among the best country. And the Fulanis. And the Fulanis capitalized on that. The Fulanis, the Northern Caliphate, capitalized on that and produced the prime minister, which went ahead to plant the cabals, and they take all the key positions. And that is the same role Peter Obi is playing today, the role of Nnamdi Azikiwe. After much, the North produce the head of state, and they take over the power, and they ruled Nigeria for many decades. After then, after much, this one took over and this one took over. There come a Yoruba man. And who is this Yoruba man? Abiola. When Abiola came, they killed Abiola. What did the Yorubas do? Yorubas say, we want to go. We must go. Nigeria again, the Igbos started begging again, and they continue begging. What did they do? The Yoruba give the condition that if we must remain in this contraption called Nigeria, we must produce the president. They were begged. Then the Yorubas never begged for presidency. They used the presidency to beg the Yorubas to take over the presidency to remain in Nigeria. What did they do? By begging them, here come Obasanjo. Obasanjo became the president in order to compensate the death of Abiola, which the history is there. You can go and listen to it. Go and find out everything I am telling you here today. The Yorubas never begged for the presidency. The Yorubas never beg, we want to be the presidency. The Nigerians are the people who use the presidency to beg the Yorubas. And the Yorubas became the presidency. Remember, Obasanjo ruled as head of the state, also become the first elected president when Nigeria started democracy in 1999. Today, Peter Obi, you are begging for Igbo presidency and you want Nigeria to work. What is in your hand? What are you using to become the president? Why can't you join your brother? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in DSS dungeon. Nobody is talking about his freedom. Nobody is talking about his well-being. Nobody is talking about anything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they want to repeat the mistake of Nnamdi Azikiwe. Since the creation of this contraption called Nigeria, I ask you as an Igbo man, be sincerely, what have you benefited from this Nigeria? What is your benefit since the creation of Nigeria, since 1914 that Nigeria was amalgamated, all the south and the north and the west was amalgamated? What have the Igbos benefited from this contraption, apart from anarchy, catastrophe, killings, destroying of Igbo properties? How many of you remember Just Crisis? How many of you remember Just Massacre? How many of you remember Plateau Massacre? How many of you remember all the massacres in the name of one Nigeria? Now I want to tell you, Peter Obi, if Tinubu, with the multitude you have, with your movement, with your populations, with your fans, with the people who voted for you, and the Tinubu can pay somebody, just 3 or 5 people, to announce him as the winner of 2023 presidential selection, what make you think that going to court, that Tinubu have never bribed any single judge that will partake in that 6-man panel that is going to deliver judgment for you? Even if it is your own brother, Mr. Peter Obi, that Tinubu give the amount he give Ahmed Momodu or whatever it's called, your own sister will ring you out. Money speak and money take control in Nigeria. The only choice that you, Peter Obi, has now, the only choice you have now is to join Biafra movement and call for the total freedom of Biafra and call for referendum. You gave Ndibo a hope, and we told you that Nigeria election can never be free and fair, and they can never get a result. You say you can change it. Then we allowed you to do it. You see the election. Did they give you? What did INEC announce? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his word said, and I quote, that only INEC can decide who can be the president of Nigeria, who won any election. And the second person who can decide is Nigerian court. The question is, you made Nigeria to believe that beavers can walk, that nobody can ring the election. You made Ndibo to abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon because you promised them that nobody can ring the election under your own watch. You made Ndibo to know that nobody can manipulate the election under your own very eyes. And the 90% of Ndibo, not IPOB, Ndi Biafran, abandoned their leader, abandoned their savior, and followed you. Peter Obi, I ask you, what is the result of the 2023 presidential selection? The result is that you failed. I told Obidient that Peter Obi, more danger, we took the 3rd position, no 2 ways about it. If the court you are putting hope today can deliver judgment on Hope Uzodimma, who finished 4th to become the governor of Imo State, and nothing happened, what make you think that the same court can give you judgment that will overturn the Jagaban's money to your own favor? On what ground? In Nigeria, when you have the money, you have the power. When you have the power, the Nigeria is yours. You can do Nigerians whatever you want and go scot-free. Nobody speak when you are talking. I tell you, send this message to Peter Obi. Tell him that the 6-man panel that will sit to judge his case, only the money Tinubu generated for 1 year in Lekki Toll Gate, we bribe them that they can even strike every case against Peter Obi. I am passing this message because I am pained that Peter Obi have started again, giving the same people the same false hope. There is no hope in Nigerian court. Nigeria's judiciary system is corrupt, is rotting. That nothing good can come out of it. You give them the hope about electronic voting, beavers. What is the outcome? What is the outcome of the beavers? It was manipulated under your watch. It was rigged under your own watch. The reasons why the Igbos are still living in the Lagos in Yoruba land without being attacked or without being dismantled is because Tinubu is still holding the mantle of the presidency. If anything happened that Tinubu lose that very position of the president-elect, believe you me, no single man can come back with his or her property in Lagos or any part of Yoruba. Believe you me, the Yorubas will deal with Ndi Igbo mercilessly. Now, you are telling us that you are heading to court. You have obtained the go-ahead to supervise the 2023 selection results, which the court have granted you. The question I want to ask you is this, Mr. Peter Obi. What happened in 2019? Did you and Atiku won the 2019 presidential selection or not? Of course, you won Buhari, hands down. The question I want to ask you is this. What was the judgment of the same court you are approaching? What did the court deliver on your 2019 election that you was a running mate to Atiku Abubakar? What was the result? I am asking you. Omuabu MAP Ezoku Bonido 1 in Biafra land. I speak nothing but the truth. I preach the raw truth. I don't look at your face. At this point of time, the high spirit of obedience movement, what Peter Obi need to do now is to ginger them for revolution. Only revolution can set you free, Mr. Obi. Don't calm the youth down. Don't kill the spirit that have waken up. Don't allow the British Caliphate, don't allow the Fulani Caliphate to use you to calm the youth down. Allow the burning fire to consume the evil people. In your preachings and during your campaign, I followed you. You were marvelously doing well. You were quoting some countries like Malaysia, like Pakistan, like Canada, like USA, like India. You were talking about their economy, including going to Egypt. But I want to ask you, Mr. Peter Obi, why did you fail to tell the youth, to tell the obedient movement how Canada become Canada, how USA become USA, how India become India, how Malaysia become Malaysia, how China become China? These countries that you mentioned, and they use their economy to give example to Nigerians while you was campaigning. These countries passed through what we call revolution, bloody one. And for you to stand and for you to gain that ground, Nigeria must pass through revolution. And only revolution is the solution. Why can't you tell the movement to fall out for revolution, to chase the evil power mongers out from that very place, so that everybody can come to a round table and decide if we want Nigeria? India embarked on a revolution. China embarked on a revolution to the extent of chasing every of their corrupt leaders, and all their corrupt leaders ran away and formed the country you are hearing today called Taiwan. Many of you lack history. How come there is a Taiwan? In case you don't know how the Taiwan started, Taiwan you are seeing here in China today, near Hong Kong. Taiwan was formed because there was a revolution that chased the evil people out from China, and they run to Taiwan and they start building it. And they cease to be corrupt like the same way. The Nigeria, if you can get justice from Nigerian judiciary, I could have given you my support. I would say go ahead. But the question I want to ask you is this: who is the judge that want to judge your case? Is it an Igbo man? Is he a Fulani man? Is he a Yoruba man? Did he has integrity? If Nigerian professors from different universities can be manipulated and be ringing election in a broad daylight, what make you think that you can get justice from the judiciary? Have you asked the 6-man panel that will judge your case? Have you asked how do they assume their office? Have you found out who positioned them there? Sorry, dear friends. The former Supreme Court Chief Judge, Mohammed Tanko, is a Sharia Muslim court martial. He was made the Supreme Court Chief Judge, whatever, because the Fulanis want him power. Imagine taking a Muslim case to such man. He will strike it out without wasting any of your time. My pain is that the youth have risen up and the P2B want to use the dead judiciary to kill them again. The same false hope you give them during the election is the same false hope you are giving them about the Nigerian judiciary. You want to tell me that, oh, while you was in Anambra, that you got justice from court. Mr. P2B, IMAP was in Anambra when you became a governor, and I can tell you how you become a governor. If you are from Anambra, bear me witness in everything I am going to say. I was a youth campaigner for Dr. Chris Nwabeze OON Onwa, who hail from Alo in Idemili. Some of you don't know. Oblota can be the origin. Ilu Alo ga chụọ ese onye na-akpọ Uche Chukwu, known as or you call him David. His transport motors is called King David Motors. He hailed from the family of Onu Selog, so that you will verify and know what I am telling you from our law. So that you can verify what I am telling you. He has only one son called Kelechi. P2B, when they conducted the election in 2003, Ngige won that election through his godfather, Chris Uba, Anduba. Yes, Chris Uba, not Anduba. Younger brother to Anduba, Chris Uba, who built you up. P2B, you came into power because there is a problem between Chris Uba and Ngige that made Chris Uba to kidnap Ngige. Ngige was the first governor to be kidnapped in office in whole Nigeria. Go and check the history. P2B, if Ngige did not have problem with Chris Uba, P2B, you can never get any justice from Nigerian court. P2B, if Dr. Chris Ngige did not have issue with Chris Uba that made them to dissolve the agreement because the Ngige refused to give him the percentage, to the extent that Chris Uba told Ngige, if your convoy is coming and my convoy is coming, you must stop and come down from your car to come and greet me. And the issue heated up. Ngige ruled for complete 3 years. He remained 1 year for the first 4 years to complete. What I am telling you, that is the reason Anambra State is conducting election outside from other states. You did not got the governorship because you won the case in the court. You got that very position because Ngige and the Chris Uba has an issue. And the Chris Uba wanted to punish Ngige. That is why he took over that power and they leaked everything that made court to declare judgment. Why didn't the court declare the judgment in the first year? What was the judgment of High Court? Federal High Court? Did you win? What of Court of Appeal? Did you win? What I want our brother Peter Obi to do now is to tell Nigeria, conduct referendum for everybody, that you cannot be part and parcel of this corruption called Nigeria. That I allow my people to go. If Biafra is restored, Peter Obi campaign, I am AP, we vote for you to become our president. So that he will build that very heaven on earth in Biafra land. What you need now is to tell the Nigerians that we need to go. Let us go. The language and the handwriting is written everywhere. Nigeria don't need us. Nigeria don't want an Igbo man. And nothing that will make an Igbo man to become Nigerian president. Not in this life. Igbo man can never rule Nigeria. Igbo man is a pure slave to Nigeria. The more you try to build Nigeria, the more you will pay with our blood. The more you try to become a more Nigeria, the more Ndi will become more slaves. There is no hope in judiciary. Judiciary is no different from INEC in Nigeria. The INEC and judiciary are the most corrupt structure Nigeria have ever produced. That is why in Osun State, you hear courts deciding. The conspiracy against Ndi Igbo is overwhelming. And the only solution is for us to go. We need to go. We need to go. Peter Obi, join the movement, join IPOB, join the force to call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. Let me take you back again. Chuba Okadibo was told that we need a better Nigeria. And they called him, say, come, let us form a coup. The Yoruba people want to form a coup to put a Yoruba man. After the coup, a Yoruba man entered the power, then turn it and they call it Igbo coup. And that was the reason they massacred the men in Igbo. They killed a lot of Igbo. They slaughtered Igbo. Today, there is a lot of Fulani Caliphate answering Igbo name, telling you you can make it. I want to ask you, if Nwike, of all people, can ring River State for Tinubu, what make you think that when you go to court and the river man is the judge there, what make you think that Nwike cannot influence him? Akwa Ibom voted for PDP. In the river line, how many states do you win? And the places you win, what are the scores? The Fulanis and the Yorubas are very smart. They allow you to win Lagos so that you will be thinking they did not manipulate it. I am not attacking Peter Obi. Peter Obi is my brother. I am telling him the truth that he need to come. Let us go, so that we will build our own nation, so that we will build our place. Let him not to deceive us again, because he has deceived us. Tell us that INEC will be free and fair, that we should get our PVC. We abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who have sacrificed everything, including his parents, for our freedom. And they will give the P2B the chance. What is the outcome? What is the result? The result remains the same. Mr. P2B, India did not get the India you are seeing today through election, through voting. They got India you are seeing today through revolution. P2B, lead the revolution. If you need a better Nigeria, if you want Nigeria to function, that is only revolution is the solution, not going to court, not by election. The people who control election and court are the same people who take you out from PDP. If you cannot get the result, if the PDP as a whole cannot give you the ticket to run for president, what makes you think that the same people who chase you out of PDP can give you the Igbo presidency? How many of you remember that in 2015, if I'm not mistaken, Rochas was eyeing the presidential. Rochas contested for president of Nigeria. Today, have you asked yourself, why did the Rochas suddenly go inside and never speak again? Fulanis, Jiz Rochas, Nampolamu. The Fulanis are now dealing with Rochas mercilessly, and I don't want P2B to fall in the hands of the Fulani, so that the Fulani will not deal with you the same way they are doing to Rochas. Rochas have gone silent. They have buried the Rochas alive. That is why I am pained watching my own brother, Mr. P2B, how intelligent he is, how smart he is, with a brave, and I will be seeing him dancing with the Fulanis with a false hope. Mr. P2B, no. Igbo presidency, Naira have defined it. Naira never allow Igbo rule again. Naira never allow Igbo rule again. That is not a coincidence. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake, Mr. P2B. China, you are seeing today, did not become China through election, through politics. China become China because China embarked on a revolution. Anyone that wants the betterment of Nigeria must call for a bloody revolution, and you must lead it. If not, you better look for a way for total disintegration of Nigeria. We are going home. Mention one country that is great through election by electing their president. There is none. The reason why you cannot see any great African country is because there is no country in Africa that have embarked on a revolution. Check the people they elected. How do they end up? The same people who tell you that is democracy will kill you. Let me take you back to Burkina Faso. How many of you know Burkina Faso? How many of you know somebody called Thomas Sankara? Thomas Sankara was a fearless lion who became the president of Burkina Faso and tried to turn Burkina Faso to a country where human beings will live. But behold, the European vampires conspired and they used his own best man to kill him because there is no revolution. When a revolution will gather every evil man and kill them or chase them to exile. Why election will bring you all the evil men around you and they will kill you. Revolution kill every evil people around and they bring the new generation. Why election bring the evil people around you to kill you that is genuine. And that was the reason Thomas Sankara was eliminated. Today, where is Burkina Faso? In the land of economy. They are very awkward. If I say backward, it's understatement. What of India mean of Uganda? What of India mean of Uganda? How did he end up? The same people, because there was no revolution. What of the one that happened in 2011 here, 2010? Our own Muammar Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi was massacred, killed by his own people because there is no revolution. When you call for revolution, the like of Tinubu, the like of Buhari, the like of El-Rufai, the like of Malami, the like of Femi Adesina, all these people will be killed. I want to tell you, you an Igbo man, you as an Igbo man, aspiring to become the Igbo president any day, let me tell you this thing. Tinubu did not become president by mistake. No, he worked for it. Tinubu starts since 2011 building this presidency you see today. First, he went to Buhari and said, I will have alliance and we will team up, we will take over the power. And you must sign agreement that after you rule, I will take over. And they agreed and signed it and sealed it. That was the reason they come from ACN to form this very APC. And they took over the power. Now, another cabals have started after Tinubu. Let me tell you, in case you don't know, I am AP. I see and I know what you don't know and what you don't see. Tinubu built the Sunday Igboho. Tinubu built Akintoya. Tinubu built even Gani Adams. Go and check it. These people are Tinubus. And he built everything. And he told Buhari, he told the Northern Caliphate, I have made your son the president. If you people fail to make me the president, I will let my people go. I will join my people. That was the reason. The moment they kidnap Sunday Igboho, they know that the kidnap of the arrest of Sunday Igboho will reduce the vote of the Yoruba people. They quickly go and release him. Ask yourself, who are the people who released Sunday Igboho? Is it not the same Obasanjo that released Sunday Igboho with the same Tinubu and Yoruba kings and monarchies? I come here to speak the truth. Now, Tinubu walked his way in and he became the president. You can't take it away from him. The only thing that can make Tinubu not to govern Nigeria is divide Nigeria now or death kill him. If Tinubu did not die and you did not disintegrate Nigeria, Tinubu will govern you and things will get more worse. You can't do anything. Now, the next president after Tinubu, write it down that I am AP. Have said it again. I am not a prophet. I am telling you because they play the show. The next president after Tinubu is El-Rufai. Go and write it down. El-Rufai is the next president of Nigeria. The moment Tinubu will rule finish. El-Rufai was the person who masterminded all these things you are seeing today in Nigeria. El-Rufai is the backbone, have written and signed agreement with Tinubu. Immediately Tinubu rule finish, he will hand over to El-Rufai. In the north today, El-Rufai is controlling many governors and many states. He is not just a governor. El-Rufai is using a lot of people. Today in Alibo, is P2B controlling any governor? Now, P2B, my brother, on one them work Ibu is one them work on Yanambronya Golokebu Muabo no Manambra Cambu. Ma FIFA be making mankity. I will defend you, but I must say the truth as a brother. Ade better president in Ebele. Shiri mama. God, I don't want Tinubu to rule me. You cry blood. Tinubu will rule you and rule your father, even rule your unborn children. Nothing will happen. My pain is that our people don't want to accept the reality. They always want people and follow people that tell them what they want to what they want to hear, but they don't want to know the truth. The truth is bitter. The thing you want to hear is not the reality. If Peter Obi join the IPOB and say we are going home and we move, believe you me, the North, the Oduduwas, will come back and be new on their legs, on their knees, and be beg for Peter Obi to be the president. They will be begging Peter Obi. At that point, you don't need to judge the ordinary president. You give condition. You don't need to beg. You're not that contraption. Igbos, we are the owners of the. In fact, we are the kings and queens. They need to beg us. Peter Obi Kedifi Jina Abamba, Obasanjo become president through Oduduwa because he told them that my brother Abiola is dead, and for this we must go. Peter Obi, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, your own brother, is in DSS dungeon. Peter Obi, your own brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who fought, who laid the foundation of the crowd you are enjoying today, who opened the eyes of the youth. Peter Obi, you were silent during the EndSARS protest. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting, making video afternoon, morning, and night. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was very sick during the EndSARS, but he will be on Radio Biafra, gingering the youth, opening their eyes. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is no single youth in Nigeria today that open eyes that will tell you, oh, it's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Peter Obi, you enjoy your obedient movement because of the labor and the sacrifice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon for over 2 years, and they are not making any strong statement towards him, Peter Obi. Where is the brotherhood? Where is the blood is thicker than water, Peter Obi? Obedient movement. Where is the blood is thicker than water? Why did you people abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in this critical condition? Why? At this point of time, every obedient movement should be calling for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. Before now, before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you know that you have any right? Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you have any right? Do you know your right? Do you know your left from your right? Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you know that you have right to hold INEC accountable? Or do you know that you can even video? Do you know that you can challenge in the military? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did all these things. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu paved the way. Today, the lion himself have been caged, and the goats and rats is now taking over. Now was in okay, and you say I should keep quiet because Peter Obi is aspiring to be the dream president. I told you that he can only be the Igbo president in Daura. I am not here to pamper you. I am not here to tell you what you want to hear. I am here to tell you that truth that you are afraid to hear. That thing that will get you angry. That thing that will make you to hate me. That is what I am here to tell you. Omuabu MAP Ezioku Bundu 1 in Biafra land. In 2021, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called all the youth to join together to make sure that they end police brutality. What is the crime of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for? Mazi is the first person, a freedom fighter, to protest for betterment of Nigeria in the history of Nigeria. No freedom fighter have ever protested for the betterment of that very country. Nelson Mandela have never fight for betterment of South Africa. He only fought for the independent. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fight for betterment of Nigeria. And he protested in UK before seeing that Nigeria is irredeemable. Nigeria have destroyed. Nigeria is like a car without engine. You can't repair something. Nigeria is like a dead body. Has no medicine. Nothing. And I am calling Mr. Peter Obi. You are the person making the work of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more difficult for him. You are the person trying to turn the people that is about to get their freedom against their own self. Your work today will be the result of your actions today, will be the result of Nnamdi Azikiwe, which never favored any Igbo man, nor any Biafran man, that put us in this suffering. We are suffering today because of the personal and selfish interests of Nnamdi Azikiwe. Because Nnamdi Azikiwe think that Nigeria can function. You can only know, what I want to ask you is this. When you are thinking about betterment of Nigeria, have you thought about the Fulanis and the Northerners? Are they thinking what you are thinking? Do they want what you want? The other people want the betterment of Nigeria. Only an Igbo man cannot better Nigeria. The more you talk about the betterment of Nigeria, the more you endanger the life of Ndibo. The more you go and tell Ndibo to invest in Kano, invest in Nigeria, invest in Lagos, and the people who are the owners of that land are telling them that we will take it over. Peter Obi, please, I am begging you as a brother, as one name woke biko ejim Chineke we yogi. Rethink and turn back. Rethink and turn back. We need our own freedom. Joseph was made a king in another man's land, but that never stopped Israel from being a slave. That never stopped the hunger in the land of Israel. That never stopped the suffering of his people. He only became king in another man's land, and he only fed his own blood once. But his own people, his entire village, he had conquered. Peter Obi, do you want to become a king in another man's land and your people suffer for eternity? Peter Obi, I ask you. Do you want to become a king in another man's land and your people will suffer and suffer and suffer till they die? The time for us to go is now. Peter Obi, join your brothers so that we can go. Join your brothers. The handwriting is written everywhere that the Nigeria don't want you. They have rejected you left and right. The judiciary is so corrupt. The judiciary is so corrupt. Peter Obi, you are the ones helping the Fulani Caliphate to put Igbo in dungeon, to put Igbo in marginalization position, to put Igbo in the anarchy, to destroy the Igbos forever. Because you think Nigeria can function again. Nigeria cannot function. When you are telling people that you will go to court, do you think that before Tinubu paid INEC to manipulate that election, did you think that Tinubu is stupid that he don't know that you go to court? Do you think that Tinubu have not done the same thing he done to INEC before the court? Ask, think. How much do you have? who are you going to contact to deliver the message? If the whole Igbo governors, none of them stand by you. If the whole northern governors, none of them stand by you. If the whole western governors, none of them endorse you. It is a clear message that the same professors who ring you out, all the university professors, vice chancellors, help to ring you out. It is a clear message that even when you go to the judiciary, they will give you false hope. The last day, they will uphold the election of Tinubu. And at that point, the spirit of the youth who is following you will be dead. Tell the youth the truth. Tell the youth the reality. The reality is the revolution. The reality is the revolution. I challenge any person who can tell me any country that is great without a great revolution. Any country that have done it and they are doing well without a great revolution. Europe, all the countries in Europe embarked on bloody revolution. All of them fought, starting from Adolf Hitler. Today, you can even see Russia. Africa is suffering. Biafra is the light of a black man. Biafra is the last hope. Biafra is all we want. And I am calling you, Mr. Peter Obi. Don't allow what happened to Agui Ironsi to happen to you. Have you asked yourself, all of a sudden, all the bandits, all the Boko Harams, all the Fulani henchmen, all of a sudden, all of them go mute. All of them go one side. They are watching your next move. Have you asked yourself, where are the Boko Harams? Where are the ISWAP? Why are they not terrorizing? Why are they keeping quiet? Why are they watching? Have you asked yourself this question? What is their next move, Mr. Peter Obi? Your life is important to us. We value you. We want you to be alive. Look at the foolishness of this idiot. I don't want to read comment, but your comment, I will bring it out so that the world will see how foolish you are. Jerry Lawrence, he said, don't worry yourself about Nigeria judiciary. One with God is majority. The outcome will shock you. The same way the outcome of INEC shocked me. Where was that your God? That's your stupid God. Because you are not talking about Chukwu Kikabiama. Where is that your stupid God when INEC was ringing an election? Where was that your stupid God when they pronounced Tinubu the winner? Oh, your God want to go in court. Your God is a God of court. You are so foolish that you don't even know yourself. God of court, that's what you serve. Your God who are so weak, your God who is so confused that your God don't know how to put the words into the person that pronounced the result to copy to be the winner. These are the false hope you are giving to the youth. These are what we call mental slavery, brain damage. This guy is a psychologically mad. Jerry Lawrence, your family have lost one person. To be honest with you, you are of no use. I preferred a fowl, a lap of fowl, than having you as a human being. If they set you, Jerry Lawrence, and they drop one cup of wine, I prefer that cup of wine over you because you are a cause to human being. You are a forbidding. In fact, I don't have any verb nor adjective to qualify you. Your brain is empty. You have rotten. The court, your God, will shock you. The God who cannot give you victory so that you will not go to court. Sorry for that. This idiot got me angry. Peter Obi, ask yourself, where are the Fulani henchmen? All of them have gone inside. All of them are watching. If any wrong move by you, they will strike Igbo. They will slaughter Igbos. Where are the Fulani henchmen? Where are the Boko Haram? Ask yourself. All of a sudden, during this election, all of them pipe low. All of them seize their gun. There are no more kidnapping, no more rapings, no more slaughtering, because they are watching. Peter Obi, I beg of you, don't endanger the life of Ndi Igbo anymore. Please, call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. Please, call for total referendum. Please, and ginger the youth for revolution. That is the solution. They have already sealed and they locked the door of Igbo presidency. When a criminal who steals your something encourage you to go to court, know that his brother is the judge in that court. Knowing fully well that he is the one who steals that thing. Know that his brother or his father or uncle is the chief judge. He knows already that he can never get justice. There is one history that have never taken place in Nigeria. There is no any presidential or president-elect that have been overthrown by the court, or any presidential election that have been annulled and avoided by any court. If you are the judge and the Tinubu present $170 million in your door, at Bagam to you, won't you even ring and they even ring the spirit of Peter Obi out? If Peter Obi plus Atiku join together, cannot take the late Muhammad Buhari out from Aso Rock, two of them. Is it now that two of them separate, they can take somebody who single-handedly make Buhari president out? Do you know who is Jagaban? A drug lord. A drug lord, the Baron himself. Nanda Ndingwongo. Do you know how many bullion van? Do you know how much Tinubu have spent for this very selection? And do you think he will let go? Do you think that before Tinubu approach every governors, every senators for the APC ticket, and he spend those millions, do you think that he is for a joke? He don't know what he is up to? Tinubu mean business. And the only thing that can stop Tinubu is death and total disintegration of Nigeria. Why can't you be a man? Because Igbos are suffering today because the people we are looking up to have turned to be coward. Peter Obi, please, we the Biafrans love you. And we don't want you to be like Rocha Sokorocha, whom Nigerian Fulani Caliphate have captured. They are now holding him in scrutiny. His procos. And now he is crying, those who try to better Nigeria, where are they today? Abacha was killed because he think he can better Nigeria. Abiola was killed because he think he can better Nigeria. Agu Ironsi was killed because he is an Igbo man. How many people from Igbos that have taken any vital position? Ihe Jirika was thrown out by Jonathan because the Fulani hate him. Peter Obi, learn from the past event. Learn from the history. You are an intelligent man. Every 4 years, they will come and tell us, it is an Igbo turn. Like I said, go and check the cabals now. El-Rufai have already started building his own cabal for 2031's presidency. He has started 80 years ahead. El-Rufai is the next president. Go and write it somewhere. And when you check the statement from Wike, he said, and I quote, that the issue of rotation have settled, that the South have produced the president. Now it is for the North after the South. Meaning that Igbos are not regarded. Wike did not count Igbo among the people that you can rotate the president to. They have excluded Igbos, most especially the Biafrans, for the rotation. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who paved way for every youth to know that they have rights as a human being, to know that they are not animal, is suffering today. When IPOB will start, don't complain, because we are not going to fold our hands and watch our leader die in DSS dungeon. If we wait and wait for you people to act, and you people failed the same way you people have already failed, when we will start doing our own, I expect every one of you to keep quiet. I am calling now on every reverend sister, reverend father, pastors, evangelists, and whosoever to rise up. To rise up. I am calling on you people to rise up. Where is Johnson Suleiman? Where is Oluoma? Where is Ebube Monso? Where is Mbaka? They will soon use these people to start calming the youth down. These people need to ginger the youth. Revolution is the solution. Revolution is the only way out. Revolution is the only thing that will save Nigerian youth. Nigerian youth, you have started what you cannot finish. You must try to finish this, your job, if you want to be free from this darkness. How on earth will you tell somebody that a man who is urinating on his wares is your president? On this note, I will be signing out here, and I will give 10 minutes if anyone wants to call to contribute anything. And I will give this chance for those who are on the comment section talking trash. If you can call to ask me a question, I give you the opportunity, only 10 minutes, so that I will round it up. My message is always simple. Call in to ask your question. If you want to, I drop the link so that you will not say you don't have the opportunity, because I want to sign out. The message is passed. Tell Peter Obi to join IPOB to call for total disintegration of Nigeria so that he can save life. He should not endanger the life of Ndi Igbo. And every Igbo man, every Biafran person residing in the north, living in the Oduduwa, if you are still investing, developing Oduduwa, know that a time will come, all your properties will be, will be gone. The earlier we realize that Nigeria is not for us, it's better for us. It's better for us. I'm telling you nothing but the truth. I am telling you nothing but the truth. On this note, I will say, may Chukwu Okike Abịama onye pụrụ ime ihe niile guide and protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abịama heal him. May Chukwu Okike Abiama protect him from the evil Nigerians and the evil obedient movement. May Chukwu Okike Abiama protect him from the people he trusted that betrayed him. Those he once mentioned their names on Radio Biafra, today they are nowhere to be found. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okike Abiama give him long life and prosperity. May Chukwu Okike Abiama strike all those his useless siblings to death. May Chukwu Okike Abiama grant the leadership of IPOB, DOS, more wisdom, strength to take this movement to the next level. May Chukwu Okike Abiama grant every IPOB member the power, the wisdom, the strength to continue until Biafra is restored. Anyone who dreamed, anyone who planned evil against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, against Biafra restoration, may Chukwu Okike Abiama take your life. May you die untimely death. If you are driving a car, may you die by a car accident. If you are walking on the road, may you die by road accident. If you are going on the air, may you die by plane crash. If you are going on the sea, may your boat or your ship capsize. Anyone who says that Biafra will never come, will never see tomorrow. May sorrow, tears, pain take over those who are sabotaging this very movement, directly or indirectly. God Almighty, open the eyes of Peter Obi to know that Nigeria is not for him. Open his eyes to know that there is no road in Nigerian judiciary, that he can never get justice there. Open his eye to know that a revolution, total disintegration of Nigeria is the solution. Grant us our heart desire, which is the Biafran nation, and take every evil around us away. I gadi ka eche maka na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Ọ na mkpere ka ọ ga-adị. Ọ dị n'ọfọ. May Chukwu Okike Abiama protect me, MAP, and protect every other Biafrans everywhere you are. May Chukwu Okike Abiama grant us our heart desire. We shall live to see Biafra nation, and we will enjoy it. So shall it be in Eke, so shall it be in Orie, so shall it be in Afo, so shall it be in Nkwo. Once again, my name is MAP Ezioku Bondo, one in Biafra land. I greet you all, and I also greet Nwada Karagod Ike Chukunnaji. G-Boy Obi, I greet you all. Nkechi, greetings Obioma Okorie, greetings Ostodo, Ndewonu. Almost hey Biafra. IPOB, one family, IPOB. Until I come your way again, no retreat, no surrender. Stay tuned. Kemesiam.
He is nothing and nothing. Now watch the video line by line. Greetings, Biafrans. Greetings, lovers of freedom. Please, the video you are watching here are Eastern Security Network. And in this video, they made some clarifications on some issues that is bothering everyone. For those of you who are still confused, I want you to pay attention to this video, most especially the voice, so that you will understand and start asking questions. And I am passing this message for those who claim to be called autopilot. Now, in the previous videos released by ESN, Simon Ekpa claimed that this very ESN is autopilot, that he is in charge of ESN. And ESN have made this very clarification once more, letting you know that ESN is under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and ESN is under the command and control of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and ESN is not
is not in anywhere in autopilot. Now, when you listen to this voice, you will see when they make every clarification, anything you need to know. I want every autopilot to start asking Simon Ekpa to release the video of his own ESN that he is raising fund for more than over a year, collecting money from Biafrans, telling them that he is in charge of ESN, or he is feeding ESN, or he is maintaining ESN. I want you people to ask him to release the video of the ESN he is in charge, because when you watch the previous videos of ESN, they have made it clear. This very video now, you will see them here made it clear that they are under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu command and the DOS command. And we don't have two ESN, which he, Simon Ekpa, testified in his last video. I want you as an autopilot to start asking him to give you people the proofs of the money he is collecting, so that you will know where you stand, so that you will know what you are paying. Because when we tell you people that he is scamming you, that he is not in charge of ESN, many of you will say, no, it's a lie. Now, I want you people to pay attention and watch this very video, and you will see every statement. ESN have clarified everything you need to know. Now, if Simon Ekpa cannot show you people his own ESN, and he laid claim on this very ESN formed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the members of DOS, that means all of you have entered one chance. Like we always told you, that he is nothing and nothing. Now watch the video line by line.
Mama, come and see you. Letting God be so far. Mama, come and see you. Letting God be so far. To start the yard. And go say nothing. If I say my mama.
God, I say, I get my struggle, no going back.
If I say my papa.
God, I say, I get my struggle, no going back. 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 No going back.
We want to see our leader.
No going back.
And they call we need
No going back.
DOS be the panther.
No going back.
DOS be the pilot.
No going back.
DOS now we know.
No going back.
You hear that? Do you hear it?
No going back.
My papa.
Then I say I never struggle, no going back.
Why you?
Why yo yo?
Why you?
Why yo